On July 22nd, 2011, one of the most horrific incidents occurred, the Utoya Island attack, carried out by Anders Breivik. Who is Anders Breivik? Anders is a Norwegian man born on February 13th, 1979 in Oslo to a well-off family. His father was a politician and his mother was a nurse. Breivik had a complicated childhood, as he was reserved about his thoughts and words. The schools noted that Breivik was eccentric, which prompted his mother to have him examined psychologically, but it did not appear that Breivik was suffering from anything. Over time, Breivik grew up and lived an unstable academic and social life until he became involved with the extreme right and New Youth in 2000. In 2002, he began planning the attack. At that time, Breivik decided to turn to the world of finance and began working. Later, he established several projects, including electronic customer service projects and accounting projects, but he failed in all of them, which caused him bankruptcy. In the 20s, Breivik returned to live with his mother's house because he had left work and had no money. Breivik continued to isolate himself and develop his right-wing views until 2009, when he decided to travel to the Czech Republic in search of weapons, but he failed to acquire a weapon without going through security procedures. So Breivik returned to Oslo and enrolled in a training course at a shooting club. Breivik actually legally acquired his first pistol and then bought a semi-automatic hunting rifle for $2,000. In 2011, Breivik wrote his book, 2083, European Independence. Later, Breivik created a project Geofarm Breivik. The aim was to obtain fertilizers legally to prepare for the manufacture of bombs, and he actually succeeded in doing so. On July 22nd, 2011, Breivik began the operation, driving an armed van and parking it in a government building in a residential tower. The Prime Minister lived there, and then he decided to go to the island in police uniform. He actually moved to the island with two people in charge of the camp on the island after the car exploded and the plan succeeded. Then he moved to the island with a hunting rifle. He shot everyone on the entire island until he was arrested, and the plan ended with 77 victims and dozens of wounded. After his arrest, Breivik deliberately mocked the families of the victims during his trial and constantly asked about the reason for the weak internet connection in his cells. He was making everyone angry, and in the end, after a trial that lasted until 2015, the story ended with Breivik being sentenced to life imprisonment.